So, you and I know that you are more than capable of achieving all the things that you've ever dreamed of achieving. All you like is direction and that perception to actually push yourself to the next level. If you watch to the end of this video, I guarantee you that you'll be on your pathway to start achieving all those beautiful things you want to achieve and become successful and as rich as you've ever dreamt about. So you need to start asking yourself the right question. What do I really need? What is actually keeping me down? What are the things that I should be doing like today to get me to that next level? I mean, when you look at yourself, of course, look into the mirror. The fact is that you already know what to do, but you're not doing those things you're supposed to do. And I'm here to tell you that it's really possible for you to start doing those things today. All you need is a little push. And trust me, nobody's actually going to give you those things you really deserve, those things you really desire, all those dreams you've ever had. Nobody's going to give it to you but you. So you better start taking action today. And of course, at the end of this video, I'll make sure that I push you to just start taking those action that you really need to start getting to that level. And of course, be in that direction to achieve that beautiful life that you so desire. Let's go back right to the first question. What do you really need? Of course, you know what you really need, which is one word: discipline. Discipline has been one word that has been underestimated for a very long time. You know what you want, you know what exactly you're supposed to do, but you're not doing those things. Discipline is when you wake up in the morning, you know that you have to go to the gym at 9, you have to be there at 9. Discipline is when you wake up and you know that you have to start learning that digital skill, but you're not learning it, you're not doing it. In fact, you'd rather go play video games, watch Netflix, and of course, go out and have fun with your friends. I'm not saying all those things are not good. Of course, they are good. All I'm saying is that when you wake up in the morning, you structure yourself, you know every single thing you have to do at different time durations, and of course, do those things and stick to them. You don't have to give excuses. In fact, every single time you wake up in the morning, there's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be something that you'd always say, yes, I can do this. I'm not feeling well. I don't have enough energy. Nobody does. But the fact is that you have to do those things you're supposed to do, either you feel like it or not. As I said before, nobody's going to give you these things. You are the one to give yourself the dream, the beautiful wife, the beautiful kids, and of course, those beautiful life you've ever desired. If you don't start taking action, there's no way you can actually have those things. So that's the more reason you should start learning to discipline yourself. And of course, start doing those things you're supposed to do to set yourself on the right path to start achieving the dreams you've ever desired. All right, let's go back a little bit, back to the 1980s, to the 1970s, when your ancestors were actually born, back in the 1950s. You were not there. I mean, try to imagine what these people had to go through. There was no internet, there was no electricity, there was no transportation, there was no viable, waterways, and these guys had to really do whatever they could to survive. They had no, good hospitals. There were lots of, everything was just shitty. But these guys had to, go through all those things. They had to survive. They had to do whatever it takes for them to actually survive, for you to be here. I mean, think about it this way. If these guys are actually looking from the heavens and seeing you actually binge watching Netflix, YouTube, smoking weed, and of course, all those things you do that is actually keeping you down, trust me, they'll be so ashamed of you. But the fact is that you know what you're supposed to do, but you're not doing it to take that step. Of course, I mean, this video is meant to piss you off, to get you out of your comfort zone. If you don't get pissed off and get out of your comfort zone, of course, there's no way you can achieve what you're supposed to achieve. So if you try to imagine, if those guys or your ancestors didn't have internet, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have all those beautiful things you have today, and yet they were able to achieve so much, they were able to survive, stay alive, to make sure that you are actually sitting here today, how much you could achieve if you have all those things. I mean, you have no excuse not to be rich today. I mean, with every single beautiful thing we have around, electricity, internet, you have all the information you have on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, yet you're still complaining that this is not happening for you, you're not this, and you have a bunch of excuses not to know. It's totally crazy if you don't get rich in this age and age. if you don't get rich in this time and age. It's really important for you to understand that you're wasting time. You better start learning those things that you're supposed to learn. Learning all the digital skills. There's so much digital skills out there for you to learn and start stacking up money like today. It's all on you to protect, take care of your family, and of course, make this world beautiful than you found it. But if you don't take those actions and make those right steps and walk in the right direction, there's no way you can achieve it. So trust me, it's never been more easier for you to get rich today. Get off your ass, start going to the gym, start doing those things you're supposed to do, learning those digital skills, be kind to strangers, take time to always reflect, meditate, make yourself a better version of you. Stop thinking about that woman that broke your heart or whatever happened to you in the past. It's in the past now. You need to move forward. You need to take advantage of what is happening in the world today. We have lots of things going out there. I mean, you keep on always complaining about the things you don't have. Think about the kid in Syria or probably places that have, gone through war. And these people are trying to survive. In fact, they are practically in the streets selling things just to survive for the next year, for the next summer. But you have every single thing you have. You have your internet, you have your access to your phone, and of course, you have access to a bunch of information, but yet you're not taking action. You find reasons to complain, and of course, always going through those excuses that it's not time, it's not a perfect time. It's never the perfect time. If you don't start today, then of course, you're not going to start next year. You're not going to start in 5 years to come, and you're going to keep complaining. So what do you want to do? You want to see other people keep winning? And you're actually out there, stay complaining. It doesn't make sense. Right now, you have to start disciplining yourself. Structure your day, decide what you want to do, structure every single thing you have to do for your day and go out and do it. Trust me, by the time you start, doing those things, and if you're able to achieve like at least 80% of all the things you're supposed to do during the day, that's when you're on the path to start achieving those beautiful things you want to achieve. And I mean, nobody is going to give you those things you desire. You don't see a guy walking on the street looking so sexy with six-pack. You think he woke up in six-packs? No, he had to walk off his ass. He had to go to the gym. I mean, if six-packs were that easy, people wouldn't value it. But whoever had six-pack or a strong body had to go to the gym. I mean, when you were sleeping, watching Netflix, playing video games, this guy was actually in the gym. This guy was actually working up his body to look that strong. And now he's actually out there and all the women wants him. He's riding this Lambo, he's living in a very beautiful big mansion. And of course, all the beautiful girls will want him. But you're not taking action. So who's gonna want you? Nobody. So if you know what's good for yourself today, start taking those action, going to the gym, learning the fucking digital skill, doing every single thing you have to do as a man to take care of a family, and of course, live those beautiful lives you're supposed to live. It's really that important. And I'm telling you today, it's never been more easier, and it's very possible only if you start taking action. All right, let's cool off a little bit. Maybe I'm being a little strong here, but the fact is that it's not supposed to be easy. Being a man, of course, a high value man is not supposed to be easy. The road is so lonely. The road is so steep. And trust me, it doesn't really get even more easier. But the fact is that at the end of the journey, it's definitely going to be worth it. By the time you look back, probably 5 years from now, 2 years from now, seeing that you're able to take those different steps, you're able to take those different things you're supposed to do. And of course, that would actually get you to that level you're supposed to be. And you look back and say, yes, I'm happy with myself, with what I did. I'm happy with myself taking those different, steps. And of course, being disciplined, doing those things that I was supposed to do during the days, sticking to time, and of course, being nice and being very cool around people. I mean, it's very, very important for you to actually stick to your word. If you say you're going to be somewhere at 9 o'clock, be there at 9 o'clock. It's also very important for people to know you as, this guy is someone that is definitely, a man of his word. Someone that if he says he's going to be somewhere or he's going to do something, he's definitely going to do it. What do you think? The Bill Gates, the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Warren Buffetts, all those rich people you look up to, in fact, most of them dropped out of school, but they had a vision. They had a focus. They know what they want. They knew what they wanted to achieve in life, and yet they went out to do it. Even in the worst circumstances, when they dropped out of school, they had no money to start a company, but with the vision and the focus they had, they were able to find the right audience, the right people that supported them, both mentally, financially, and every single support they had back then to build a company. Today, they're actually at the top of the 1%, living the lavish life, enjoying every single dream they've ever had in the past. Why? Because they were disciplined. If they were not disciplined, trust me, people like Zuckerberg and Bill Gates and all those people you've ever wanted to be like, those people wouldn't be heard today. They won't be that popular. They won't be rich and famous. But because they were disciplined, they knew what they were supposed to do. They were able to go through things, go at it like it was their last chance, like their life depends on it. And that's why you hear the name. That's the more reason you can be like, people having billions and billions of dollars, and it doesn't even feel like anything. So you are the one that is responsible to get yourself out of that dump. You are the one that is responsible to take care of yourself, to become a better version of you. Of course, take care of a family, make a lot of money, and of course, I'm actually always out here rooting for you. I'm always going to do whatever it takes to make sure I push you. And I'm telling you today, it's never been more easier to make money in this day and age. Go out there, go to YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all those social media. Type whatever this skill that you're interested in, drop shipping, digital marketing, sales, video editing. These are skills that takes you less than a month. And trust me, you can start making money from home today and start taking care of yourself and stack as much as cash as possible to start taking care of all those dreams and of course, live the life you've always desired. And always remember that I'm out here and I'm watching and I'm always rooting for you. And please always do those things you're supposed to do to make sure you get yourself to that level. So at the end of the day, when you look back to like 2-3 years from now, you'll be so proud of yourself and believe that you are the one that is actually going to get yourself out of that dump and become a better and a more beautiful version of you. I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.